from Severin Films on 4K. It is the weird 1991 film Delicatessen. I believe I actually pronounced that correctly. It's got two directors. One's Jean-Paul something and somebody else. We're going to look at that when we get this open. But we're looking first at the thick slipcase, which is really cool looking. The cover actually doesn't say what it is. If you go to the back, you'll see where Terry Gilliam was all over himself about this movie. There it is. Claude Ossard and presents. Claude Ossard presents Jeunet and Caro film. So yeah, two people worked on this. This is an interesting movie. Not my type of movie, we'll say that up front. Severin kind of puts some different things out these days. There is your Delicatessen cover properly with the title involved. Let's get this in the shot here so we can make it look good. Get to the back, you'll see you've got 3 discs worth of extras. Disc 1 is the Ultra HD 4K version of the movie with audio commentary from co-director Jean-Pierre Jeunet. Disc 2 is the movie with interviews and some more stuff. Disc 3 is main course, a retrospect. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this release for this movie. So if you are a fan of this movie already, you're going to get all you want and then some. So basically, it's a futuristic world where there's this big high rise and these people live there. And on this in this high rise is a butcher who kills people and feeds the meat to people. So yeah, it's the meat is people. And he's looking for help, and his plan is to get some help from the person and then kill them and eat them and feed them and sell their bodies and whatnot. So our main dude shows up. He used to be a clown and all this good stuff. And he's a smaller fella, but he offers the help. His help is accepted. But he ends up falling in love with the butcher's daughter, which, of course, leaves the ground open for all sorts of things to happen, all sorts of conflict. And there is lots of conflict at this high rise. Now, this movie, it's a bit of a long movie. It's like a 2-hour long movie. I kind of lost interest at points in it. It is a subtitle movie. It's not dubbed, but whereas I enjoyed the more quickly paced and shortened Mask of Satan, Severin release, this one was a little bit on the longer side. This one kind of drew out at points, and I kind of just didn't get the humor that it was going for. I can see where people would like this movie. I don't know. I want to think of like stuff like Naked Lunch and stuff, even though it's nowhere near as trippy as that. But the tone at times kind of matches something like that because it's kind of goofy, but then it's kind of artsy, and then it's got lots of things going on. So while it wasn't my cup of tea, I can see where some people love it. I give it a 2 out of 5, but I will say this. The movie looks great in 4K. So if you're into that sort of thing, I can't say enough how much that it looked good, because it did look great. The movie itself, the plot and everything, wasn't really my cup of tea. It was kind of appealing, I think, to the horror crowd when it was released, but it doesn't really feel like a horror film at times, even though there is some horrific moments for things, and there is some violence and blood and whatnot. There is a cool little booklet here for this movie. As you can see, there is shots of things in the movie as well as an essay. Here is your disc, your 4K disc, your Blu-ray disc, and then your additional extras disc, as it all pretty well relies on this whole pig to be the selling point. But I mean, if you've seen this, then you get the references. It's it starts off really good, I guess, but it kind of tapers off for me, and then the very end was interesting enough. But this was probably my least favorite of all the Severin stuff that came out recently that was sent to me. But if you are more in line with this type of stuff, then by all means check it out. It looks great. Plenty of extras, but wasn't for me. 2 out of 5.